Hello everyone. I feel like last week something just clicked in my brain to do with creativity. So as you know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I have been grappling with kind of like the meaning of life for a little while, and it's since we came back from Brazil. I keep saying that, but that is the fact of the matter. Before we went to Brazil, everything seemed very clear in terms of the direction and purpose in my life, and everything got turned upside down, moving to another country and then moving back again. And these vlogs have been a kind of therapy for me finding my way. And I do feel like I've had a bit of a breakthrough. I'm really sorry that my last vlog was a bit kind of down, and as I mentioned in that, I had made a video, a talkie video. I don't even know what I was going to call it, but it was to do with grappling again with the kind of meaning of life, and I was beginning to realise that some of the reasons I was struggling with things was because I was taking on other people's kind of view of what success is and what purpose in life is all about, and it being more about kind of career path, especially when it came to what I'm doing with music and jazz. And in my multi-potentialist video, I was communicating then and kind of grappling myself with the fact that I don't just like doing one thing. I think the thing that made it click was I was watching one of Jack Howard's videos, his latest video, if you're watching this video, and he called it "I'm lazy." I don't think so. But something he said in that was that he is the happiest when he's creating, and that just kind of was a light bulb moment for me, because that is so true of me. I think I've been concentrating on improving my skills or adding to my skill set, feeling like I've got to do marketing, feeling like I've got to organise gigs, because that's what a jazz musician does. And I feel like I'm procrastinating if I'm making meringues or doing some dressmaking or making a video. But actually all those things tie in with the fact that where I'm at my most alive is creating things. I went into the studio to finish off the vocals from my album, and I came away feeling really satisfied. So that's another clue. I am more happy when I'm actually creating something and there's something to show for it. I'm not a competitive person. I'm not satisfied in any way by coming out on top or beating other people. That doesn't do anything for me. Anyway, all these things added up and reminded me of an Ira Glass video that I saw. There have been various permutations of this video because he's a radio program maker, and the first video I saw of this talk was animated, and I think Jack, from Jack's Gap, posted it on his blog. I'll link it here. And the main topic of his talk is something to do with what I wish I had been told when I was younger, or 20 or something like that. And it's that if you're a creative person, you're usually not happy with pieces of work that you produce at the beginning of your life or creative process, and it's because you've got good taste or good values or high standards. But the thing is not to give up, but to keep producing things, keep creating things, and you'll build up a body of work, and other people will be satisfied with it, other people will be delighted with it, but one day you will as well, because your skills will just get better as you keep creating. And I can really resonate with that idea of building up a body of work, and again, that's like you've got something to show for it at the end of it. And then I remembered about an Olga video. Every now and then I remember this thing that she said. I seem to remember it being called something like "What is the meaning of life?" but I can't find a link to it. So if you guys know and have found it, do leave it in the comments below. And what she was saying was something along the lines of, we've got to take care of ourselves, look after ourselves, and make something beautiful every day. And at the time I was thinking, that sounds kind of right, but how does that fit into your career path and leading to success? But my mind has kept going back to it every now and then. And now with what Jack said and kind of adding everything together, I think, yeah, that is so true. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Jack. So I've definitely also been influenced by other people's opinions of what is successful, what is the right kind of career path. And of course, we're always influenced by our parents, and I think I was quite influenced by my mum. My mum has always been quite kind of competitive, try to win, and I don't have any of that in me. She was always encouraging me to practice a lot when I was a kid, on the violin and on the piano, and one day you'll be able to be famous and be in an orchestra or be like this child prodigy. And none of it really appealed to me, but you know, you think, oh yes, that's what you're supposed to do in life because that's what the parent figures are saying, and you go through that reprocessing thing and decide, you know, what you think is the right thing. And I think there's just the last vestiges of that I've been having to process. And I've been spending a lot more time with my dad recently, and he's not like that at all. His priorities were to put bread on the table. Well, he did much more than put bread on the table. He created a very good living for us as a family. And then he's pursued lots of creative things. He's always had something on the go, and he's been kind of along that multi-potentialist path where he's got into photography and then kind of mastered that and then done a stamp collection and put that all together. And then there's his gardening, he played the bagpipes, so many different things, a really creative person. Anyway, so things are suddenly making a lot more sense, and I'm not going to worry about that career path thing and the success thing. I'm going to concentrate on creating something beautiful every day. Well, when I can fit it in with all my other responsibilities anyway. See you next time.